Okay, well, here we are again. If you just watched Mr. Walker's video and you were like, oh my, that looks hard, don't worry. I don't like the way that to do multiply using partial products. That is so confusing. You know what? When we do the area model like we did yesterday, we're already finding partial products. We're doing the exact same thing. Let me show you. So you can just use the area model again today as far as I'm concerned to get the answers. What he said was you do the tens times the tens. Well, that's what we're going to do. 10 times 10 is 100. And then do the 10 times the ones. 10 times 2 is 20. And then do the 1 times the tens. 4 times 10 is 40. And then the ones times the ones. 4 times 2 is 8. And we've got those same 4 partial products we did. If we wrote it out and got all confused trying to follow other steps, you're doing the same thing. Area model is the exact same thing as partial products. It's just a picture of it. And so what he was showing is you can do it without drawing the box, but I think it's more confusing to do it without drawing the box. So we're just going to do it this way. And then, of course, you add your 4 partial products together to get your answer. Okay, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 4 is 4, plus 2 is 6. And then 1 plus nothing, 168. So I just want you to use the area model again today. We're not going to worry about drawing it out like he did. It's just so confusing to do it that way. And this actually shows the same thing. Now on your homework, this second one though, number 2, it's got 2 boxes. So what it's doing is not breaking apart the 12 into a 10 and a 2. That's okay. We can still do it this way. We've just got to do 4 times 12 is 48. 10 times 12 is 120. All right, so you just multiply this place times that place, this place times that place, and you get 48 and 120. And we're going to add those 2 together, and we'll get 168. So just do it like that on your homework, the second one. Won't be any problem. Multiply the box just like you were, length times width. That's why it's called the area model. And then when you get to, well, we've got a couple more of the boxes still. Just use the area model like we have been on 3 and 4. When you get to 5, it's not got the box, but you can draw it if you want to. But let's just go ahead and do the area model like we have. It's got it there for us, so why not? 2 times 40 is 80. 2 times 3 is 6. 30 times 40, that's 3 times 4 is 12. Add our 2 zeros. 30 times 3 is 90. Then we add them all up, 1,200. Like he said, make sure you line your numbers up in the right place. So I took these 4 numbers inside the boxes. I'm adding them together. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 plus 9 is 9 plus 8 is 17. Put our 7 down. Carry our 1 over the 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. And we have only 1,000s. So our answer is 1,376. And we're using partial products, aren't we? Because each one of these little answers inside a box is a partial product. The product is the answer of a multiplication problem. And the answer is 1,376. And these are all parts, as you can see, of 1,376. That's why they're called partial products or parts of the product. So don't let that partial products word confuse you. Okay, it's just breaking apart the multiplication problem into the area model. So we've got another one here. Now this one's a little more confusing, isn't it? We've got 2 times 43. 2 times 43. So you might need to write it out over here on this one. 2 times 43. We've worked on this. 2 times 3 is 6. Then 2 times 4 is 8. So this partial product is 86. And then we've also worked on multiplying by multiples of 10. So you should be able to do this. 43 times 30. Okay. So 0 times 3 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. Then 3 times 3, we're moved over here under the tens place. So we write our answer there is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. Then we add these together. We get 1,290. for that box. Then we just have to add these two together. 1,290 plus 86. And we're going to get 1,376. Hey, this was the same problem as this one up here, wasn't it? 30 and 2. They put a 40 and a 3. This one, they just had the 43. But you see, we did it right because we got the same answer on both of them. And then when we get to 5 today, you're just going to do the area model. So I'll do a couple with you. You got a whole bunch of them to practice on today. I'll do two with you just to review how to set it up by yourself. So if we got 57 times 15, let's do the partial product area model. First, draw your rectangle with 4 boxes, just like we did yesterday. Then we're going to break apart these numbers. 57, we'll break it apart into a 50 and a 7. 15, we'll break it apart into a 10 and a 5. So let's write these over here. 50 and a 7 and a 10 and a 5. And now we just multiply and get our partial products in the boxes. 50 times 10, we add a 0 to 50, make it 500, or we could say 1 times 5 is 5 and add those 2 zeros. 50 times 5, 5 times 5 is 25, and add that 0. 7 times 10 is 70, and 7 times 5 is 35. So inside these boxes are those partial products. And then let's add these 4 numbers together. 500 plus 250 plus 70 plus 35. We add them together. All right, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 5 is 5. Plus 7 is 12. Plus 3 is 15. Put our 5 down, carry our 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. So the answer is 855. So 57 times 15 equals 855. I'll work one more area model with you, and then I'll let you get to your homework, okay? Because you need to practice it, and if you have more questions, we can look at it in our Google Meet. All right, first thing, remember, draw your box for the area model. And then we're going to break apart our numbers. 25, we'll break it into a 20 and a 5. 46, let's break it into a 40 and a 6. And we'll write these numbers here. 25, 46. Okay? And then we just multiply. 20 times 40 is 800. Because 2 times 4 is 8. Put your 2 zeros down. 20 times 6, well, 2 times 6 is 12. Add your 0. 5 times 40 is 200. Because 5 times 4 is 20, and then we add that 0. 5 times 6 is 30. So there are our 4 partial products. Now we just got to add them together to get the answer of 25 times 46. So let's add. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 5. 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 2, plus 3 is 5. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. So the answer to 25 times 46 is 1,155. All right, guys, that's how your homework is going to look today. So you've got some examples to go back and look at if you get confused. Don't worry about when it says partial products, doing it like Mr. Walker did. If you want to try, you can, but it's a bit confusing. I just draw the area model out because you're finding partial products that way too. Okay? All right, go get busy. I hope you do well.